Welcome back, everyone, to Season 6 of Eldritch Horror. This is Episode 11 of Masks of Nyarlathotep. Season 6, Episode 11. We're on turn 11. We've got an active rumor called Lost Knowledge that has to be closed out. We have TikTok men on a mystic encounter. We've got the bloated woman and a research encounter to close out our active mystery. So lots going on. Our plan is to have Daniella, our newest mechanic, conquer the bloated woman. Father Mateo closing a gate to gain a boon condition, and Calvin Wright gain a boat and come across to Sydney to encounter the TikTok men. So let's see if we can pull this off. The doom track is at 1. Let's see how we do. The clock is ticking down for us here, so let's do our best. Okay, so first off is Daniela Reyes. Let's have her move to Shanghai, and she will also I think just have her rest up to gain back this will that she lost. Okay, so that's it. She can rest up and then move like that. So yes, so let's have her attack bloated woman as her encounter. We will have Calvin pick up a boat ticket, turn it back in for his second action, and then 1, 2, he's in Sydney. Get to the TikTok men next turn. And then Father Mateo, he will, let's have him plan ahead. He's still going to have to get out of there, but let's have him try to come across to Buenos Aires as well. So can he pick some? Yeah, he'll pick up a boat ticket as well, just for next turn, and he will just go fight the crazed mob in the Amazon at the open portal. So Father Mateo, he's like preaching into the Amazon jungle, where he comes across this portal, and who else to defeat the bloated woman but Daniela Reyes? So she will jump into from the action phase to the encounter phase. The bloated woman has toughness equal to 5. She has martial prowess and also has some strong strength here. So she has 3, plus she gains +1. So she can go ahead and attack first with will. She gets a +1 to her will as well. So let's have her roll that. She uses the observation actually here for this one, but she also has a plus to that, I believe. So yeah, so let's have her roll. Okay, so she can also spend some resource to re-roll. And she messes that up. So she will take 2 sanity damage. But she will still go ahead and can combat now. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. She gets to roll. I think I took that extra resource from here. Ancient manuscript. She can re-roll 1 dice when resolving a test. Okay, that's fine. She has 1. Only 1 she gets. So 1 damage out of the 5. So let's just count that damage. Let's have her go another round. So again, she'll do her will test +1. It's 2. So that passes. The observation test plus. So that observation test passes. So she doesn't lose sanity. Let's have her do the strength test again. 1, 2, 3. So damage of 3 is done. So that leaves 1 more. Let's have them go another round. Okay, so keep fighting. Okay, 1 more roll. Pass the mental test. And then 1 more roll for strength. And she is able to stop the bloated woman. So she's taken some sanity damage. So when there's the reckoning, she'll have... Oh, I did have that piece here. Okay, no worries. So she's stopped the bloated woman. If you lose sanity from the test... Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Toughness equals to 2. So she did it in the second round. That's fine. No worries. So that bloated woman has been stopped. And what was bloated woman tied? At the end of the Mythos phase, if the bloated woman has defeated, complete this adventure. So the bloated woman is stopped. The adventure is completed at the end of the Mythos phase. So then we can close out. Let's just put that here to remind us. This is all closing out. So that's our first mystery will be solved this turn, but we're almost out of power here. So we can move the mystery token off the board. And now she can have a encounter in Shanghai. A wealthy antique dealer's safe was dropped into a deep river. Resolve the pass effect to open the safe underwater, or resolve the fail effect to try to get back to land. Okay, so let's have her try. She's going to try to jump in the water and resolve this. That's Daniela Reyes, right? Daniela Reyes isn't just going to watch the safe sink. She wants to fix stuff, so she's going to jump in the water and try. This is perfect for Daniela Reyes, right? I love it. So she jumps into the water to open the safe, and let's have her try to do that while she's submerged. So she gets rolls a pass. You do your best to crack the combination lock while submerged. If you pass, the door springs open, revealing a treasure. Gain 1 artifact. Okay, so she can gain an artifact here. And she gains... magical teamwork. Once per round during the action phase, you may trade any number of conditions, focus, improvement tokens, or impairment tokens with another investigator on any space. Wow, that is perfect. Okay, so let's have that be that then. So she gains that artifact. So that's cool. She gets the Crystallizer of Dreams, magical teamwork item. So she's suddenly bumps her head and she has this power to she can just trade. She allows any resources to be traded. So including conditions, focus, or improvement, we can trade them between each other. So if there's a condition that someone has that we should give to somebody else, she can do it. So let's keep that in mind, especially if there's a reckoning. Okay, so wow, Daniella has totally saved the day. Let's move this to San Francisco. And we'll flip into Father Mateo. Father Mateo is going to fight the crazed maniacs. The crazed mob, the crazed mob. So it's some crazed mob. He will go ahead and start out with the influence roll. It says, if you pass the influence test, defeat the monster. Okay, that's it. Okay, so if he passes the influence roll, he's got quite good influence. And he has a number of rerolls too. So 1, 2, 3 passes the influence. So the influence is passed. This is defeated. The crazed mob has been... It's like, I think it's influence, right? So this is interesting, right? So this is a cool monster, actually, in the Eldritch Horror world. So because it's influence test, and his Father Mateo, it's like he preaches to them. So Father Mateo goes out there. Look at him. He's not conflicted at all, this guy. Father Mateo. Okay. Go close the gate, Father Mateo, please. He goes through the gate in the Amazon to the past. You are shocked to see a younger version of yourself participating in the cult ritual that opened this portal. Wow, that is shocking. You have no memory of doing so. Resolve the pass effect to observe the ritual, or resolve the fail effect to interrupt it. Obviously, he will observe the ritual. He wants to observe it. So you watch in horror as the cultists invoke their gods and they steal your memories. You can roll a will test here. It passes. If you pass the will test, you learn what you need to do to seal this portal, close this gate. Wow, he gets a boon condition, right? So he gets a boon condition, and now he's able to give that boon condition away on his next turn, and he can close his personal story. So, yeah, he gets to close the gate. Fantastic. So something happened in Father Mateo's past where he was maybe some Vatican ceremony, some nefarious Vatican ceremony. You can check on Black Smoke Devil Pope, the book by Ben Samagos. You can go check that one out for some Vatican intrigue comedy. Okay, so let's go on to finally Calvin Wright. And he is just going to have a Sydney encounter. He's not gotten to the TikTok men yet, but he's in Sydney. You pay a local guide to show you the sharks in the Georges River. And we'll roll our test here. Pass. If you pass, he teaches you how to overpower the creatures. Improve your strength. Well, that's great. So this is a good encounter for Calvin. Right, his strength is improved. That should be perfect timing to go fight the TikTok men. So let's have that happen. Yeah, so he has the Sydney encounter and it actually powers him up. And it makes sense because you improve strength here. So that's great. A great place to have his strength improve. And then we are going to go into the Mythos Phase. Okay, Mythos Phase it is. We will advance the Omen. We advance the Omen. And then advance Doom for each gate that is open to that symbol, and that symbol is not present. Right? Okay. Next, we will have a Monster Surge. If there was no gate open, we spawn a new gate, and the new gate is spawned on Tokyo. And we would just put a normal monster on it, not a Monster Surge, just one monster. And we get a Ghoul, a Tokyo Ghoul. Look at that, Tokyo Ghoul. Okay, and then also we're going to spawn a clue. Oh, that's not the clue bag, that's the monster bag. Clue bag is over here. Okay, so in the dream, you are another person from another country. You ascend the stony peak and see a figure silhouetted by the morning sun. This person is where you give the gift. When you wake, you are certain that this gift awaits you and you will always be there. Echoes of the past, ongoing. When this card comes into play, the lead investigator chooses artifact, character, unique answer, or boon condition, then discards one card from the reserve and replaces it from the random card in the deck. So we'll take a boon condition. I'm going to get another boon condition. I will give it away. So we discard one, and I will put this card instead. Can put this back, and then As a part of acquire assets, you may spend 3 successes to gain that card from the reserve, then discard this card. Okay, yeah, so this card, it now becomes... this. If we get this Mystic Tome, we can throw this out as part of a acquire assets phase. So this is like a side thing that we have to sort of solve if we have to. Okay, and there's a reckoning for this later. No reckoning. Okay, so this is pretty mild. So we kind of lucked out on this one. Okay, we're right at the edge here. We're right at the edge, 1 doom point away. Let's see if we can get through this. I think we'll go ahead, since this is a quick turn, and we'll just jump into turn 12 right now. So let's keep going. Turn 12, Daniela Reyes. Let's have her go ahead and well, she can trade any number of conditions. So she's going to get a focus from... she'll leave each person with 1 focus. So she'll take all these focuses, and she will turn them all into... actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She will buy... okay, she will take... that's fine. She'll have 7 focuses. Actually, if she takes everyone's focuses and she places them on her card, she gets all those clues. So she gets 8 clues. Or actually, she has 7 clues. And she can solve her backstory, the shape of things. If there's 8 resources on this card, discard this card and gain the resources reward. So she has the resourcefulness reward. Once per round, when you spend a resource, you gain a resource. So great. And she can add the results of 1 die when resolving a test. You may spend 1 resource to add a resource. So let's have her... let's have her go and fight this ghoul. And she can go ahead and do that move. So she did her resource magic, and then she can go fight a ghoul. Okay, and try to close the gate. This says... this is space 21. Okay, that's the TikTok men. He's going to go fight the TikTok men. So now it's Father Mateo. Father Mateo has to kind of get his way out of the Amazon. So he'll just go into Buenos Aires as his move. And then he will... I guess he can use his ship token. Right? He can do 1 move, and then he can do a ship token to forward himself to here. So he can come across as well next turn. So he'll just have a sea encounter there. And then finally Calvin will go to encounter the TikTok men. And that will be something right there. So that'll be a good one. So first of all, Daniella versus the Ghoul. So Daniella, first off, she will fight the Ghoul. She will roll her will test, +1, and passes the wisdom part. Next one, the strength. She also gets +2 for that. And she gets 2 points. He has 1 point, so she passes. The ghoul is killed. And she is able to wait, I wanted Father Mateo to give... I guess it's too late. You know what? Yeah, instead of Father Mateo, he will stay in Buenos Aires, and he will give his boon condition away. right? He has a boon condition that he can give away. That's the Bane condition. He's supposed to have a boon condition. If he gives away the third boon condition, yeah, this is the one. Boon condition. So he closed the gate. He got a boon condition, and he can give this away as his action. So let's have him give it to Calvin. Let's have him give it to Calvin. I think Calvin needs it more. And he is able to put a third token here on his card. If he has three Eldritch tokens on this card, he can discard this card and gain the Charitable Father reward. So now Father Mateo has also gotten his reward. He gets the Charitable Father reward. And it says, when you gain a boon condition, gain a focus. And when you gain a boon condition, when you give a boon condition to another investigator, you and that investigator each gain a focus. So this is great. So this is helpful. Hopefully we have time enough in the game to make use of it with the doom there. And then his encounter phase will be Buenos Aires. So you receive brief access to the Necronomicon. Gain 1 non-incantation spell. Okay, he's got a ritual, Feed the Mind. So he's got a ritual spell. In return, the library would like a donation. So he has to test his influence, which is quite high. If you pass, you receive a gift. Gain a random trinket asset from the deck. So a random trinket asset from the deck. A random trinket. Trinket. He gets a puzzle box. When you perform a rest action, you may attempt to open the puzzle box. He can gain an artifact if he does so. Okay, so he's quite magically endowed, Father Mateo. So this was like the legacy of the millionaire, right? Preston got him loaded up with all of these artifacts. So let's see how he can fight when he gets to use them. He might be encountering Nyarlathotep, the way this game is going. So okay, so now it's Calvin Wright versus the TikTok men. They have toughness of 5. You cannot spend clues to re-roll your dice during this encounter. Toughness is equal to people +2. There is no will test. It's just a combat test. So actually, his boon condition allows him to have no ones rolled, no ones count. Oh, if you do not roll ones, you can re-roll all your dice. Plus he has 4 dice for strength. Plus he has the Eye of Darkness. Plus he has +2 for strength. Plus he has... Okay, actually the boon condition gets him to remove his corruption condition. So if he was to gain a boon condition, he can discard this instead. So Calvin giving him the boon condition means he can give that up. And then, yeah, so he can roll this now. He's got this for the attack. And, wait, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4. It says if you don't roll ones, you can re-roll all the dice. So let's re-roll these. And we get 6. 6 kills the TikTok men. Great, the TikTok men have been taken out of action. TikTok men out of action. So let's have Calvin, when they're defeated, solve this rumor. So the rumor gets solved. And lastly, encounter as Calvin chases the globe from Mystic Ruins. He encounters a Mystic Ruin. Let's see what it is. So, Panacotus or Nacotus. Panacotus. You find yourself alone in an airship powered by electrical repulsion. First of all, look at the where we are, like in the outback or something like this. This is cool, right? You find yourself alone in an airship powered by electrical repulsion. You examine both the engine and its controls, trying to figure out how to launch and pilot this bizarre craft, and eventually you see more of this ancient era. So he will do a lore check. If you pass, yes. Once in the air, you search the night sky for familiar stars. Let's have him also re-roll with the focus. Actually, he didn't roll a 1, he can re-roll. So, and let's have him re-roll with a focus. And let's have him re-roll with a clue. And he passes. Okay, so we used up a lot of resources to have him re-roll. But it's fine. He doesn't need them. He's got plenty of other things to do here. Okay, so if you pass, you see the truth about the constellations. Move the omen one space of the track without advancing to any space of the track without advancing doom. So this is helpful. Let's have it move to. I'm going to have it move here so that when it moves backwards, we don't have that as a reckoning. And that's it. So that is the encounter there. This will now move back to 2, which is up here. And we go to the Mythos phase. So this is going to get frightening here. So, okay. So first off, we advanced the omen. There is nothing with that omen. We perform the reckoning, which is everyone has a group has to take 2. As a group, they take 2 Eldritch tokens. So we'll give them 1 and 1. So that's not so bad of a reckoning because we've offloaded a lot of our Eldritch tokens. Let's go through this stack. Is there a reckoning here? No. Is there reckonings here? I think there's plenty in here. I know that he's lost his conditions. He does have a hallucination. He has 1 hallucination. And then there's the messenger. So let's roll that one first. Okay, the messenger is cleared because it just needs a roll of 1. Next is test for mind, which is quite strong. If you pass, we don't have to flip the madness, so his mind holds together. Let's see, Calvin, does he have... he has a dark pact, and he has a markings of Isis. So we test again. We test his lore. Okay, let's have him spend. Oh, actually, he can re-roll. Oh, actually, he gets pluses for this. So he gets +5 from this. So he rolled those 3. Let's just give him 5 more dice. He passes 1. Thank God. So he passes. I just read what the card says. It says, with a 1, the markings are constant drain on your mind. Lose 1 sanity. So he loses a sanity from this and then flip the card. So markings of Isis give him a sanity. And we roll another die. 6, the dark pact is avoided. So I think there's some monsters that have reckoning. So let's check. The Shoggoth. This monster recovers all health in a reckoning. Okay, well we hadn't fought him yet, so fair enough. And that will be the end of reckoning. Let's move to spawn a gate in Antarctica. Can place a monster there. a gug. And then, let's read the card. It says, leave the rest behind. The familiar howl wakens you. You are all too acquainted with the carriage this creature brings and the speed with which it does so. You have only seconds to pack before the beast finds you. Event. Each investigator discards 1 focus and 1 resource and 1 travel ticket. Then they lose 1 health and 1 sanity. So, 1 focus, 1 travel ticket, 1 focus, 1 resource, 1 travel ticket. Okay, so that's that as much as we can. And then we each lose 1 and 1. 1 and 1, 1 and 1, and 1 and 1. Toss this in the trash here. 1 and 1. Okay. So that was... Luckily, we didn't activate Doom again, luckily. So that's going to wrap it up for turn 12. We will come back for... Now, that was a long one, but thanks for watching through it. I'm going to double them up at the end here just because we're getting close to the end, so it kind of gets exciting near the end. We'll come back for turn 13. And thank you for watching. Check out the links below and talk to you the next episode. Bye-bye.